illustrious Mr. Scott Bakula. If we can have him come on stage. Scott Bakula. Front number crowd.
Hello, everybody. I've got number 5 today. This is good.
5 is
going up. I'm moving up.
I like the sexy tousled hair that you have going on. Yes, ladies, look at this man.
Says the guy with the sexy tousled hair over here. Super long.
Super
But
long.
had that on the show.
No, this is not.
Let's go for that.
No.
Chance.
No, didn't happen.
I had to fight to lose the part for 4 years. Not the part, the part. Not parts. I'm not kidding you, man. It was like, well, you have to part your hair. You have to be neat, and you can't have a hair out of place. And I said, well, why? And they said, because that's what we do. And also, by the way, you're not going to be able to bleed. And I said the same thing. Why? That's captains don't bleed. And I said, we're going to change some of this stuff right away. So we bled. I got rid of the part after 1 year. It was all good.
But you had to have the part for the first year, correct?
In order to keep the part, I had to keep the part.
Yes. Paramount has always been sticklers about hair, even with Voyager.
Oh yeah. Well, see, Carrie McCluggage, who was running the television department at the time, as like the champion's head of hair.
That's right.
On the planet, and his hair was always perfect.
Yep.
So he only saw perfect hair. That's like how he walked through life.
That's right.
So he must have been very unhappy.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody has perfect hair except Carrie. So we had perfect hair for a little bit.
His motto used to be, if you can't get the show right, at least get the hair right. That's what he said. And that's why Janeway, I don't know if you watched the first few seasons of Voyager, but Janeway had that super tight bun, you know, which I call the bun of steel. Exactly.
Yeah.
But you were able to take...
It affects your speech when you have a bun.
It does. But it took her 3.5 years to get rid of that bun, and as opposed to your 1 season to get the part out.
I bled the first year. I got hit and I bled. I bled a lot on that show. A lot.
Scott,
So here we are.
Yeah. You want to open up to questions right now? Or do you want to just kind of ramble? Okay.
No, we can ramble and ramble. If people have questions, we can ramble.
Do we have people ready for questions at this point?
Are you ready for questions?
Let's see.
See people standing.
Okay, well, while they're doing that, I want to talk to you a little bit about something that's your pastime. You're a big football fan.
I'm a sometimes big football fan.
Okay.
Are you a football fan?
I'm a huge football fan.
Who's your team?
Well, because I also bet football, I can't have a team, so that affects me. So
Oh,
I have to, yeah.
Sure, so then you're non-human is what you're saying.
I'm non-human. No.
Wait, here we go. Where are you from?
Originally, California, Indiana, Bermuda, Memphis, Tennessee, and back to California. So that would give me what?
So the 49ers, the Titans,
Yes.
The Chargers,
Yes.
the once Rams,
Yes.
then we took the Rams in St. Louis. So,
That's right.
And it would be not smart to ever bet the Rams.
No.
Sorry. And where else did you say? Bahamas, you got
yeah.
real football down there.
Yes, yes.
English
British
football. So we've got, yes. Oh, question, go. There you go.
Hello.
Hello.
Not used to the mic. Okay. First of all, I adore Enterprise. I have gotten my son into it.
Cool.
He's gotten my dad watching it. So it's becoming a family thing. But my question is, I found out yesterday in the Quantum Leap panel that you sing and play the piano, and I had no idea about this, and I was wondering, do you do music? Is it just something you do for fun? Is it, professional or anything like that?
It's professional. I started the musical theater in New York and spent 10 years in New York and toured the country and did a lot of shows. Most recently, I was at the Old Globe in San Diego. I did a new musical down there. A couple years ago, I was at the back of the Ford's Theater in D.C. I did a musical there. I did one in L.A. I was at the Hollywood Bowl last summer doing Guys and Dolls. So that's a long way of bragging, I guess, but which I shouldn't be doing. But I'm a musical theater guy. That's where I continue to go back to, and I will always go back there. And on Quantum Leap, I sang and played the piano a lot.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was you or, if they...
Yeah, no, it's me. It's me. But like the episode where I was a classical pianist, that was me to a certain extent. But I couldn't play that entire piece as well as the professional who played it. But I started with a band when I was in 4th grade and found my way to musical theater. So that's my first love, actually.
Awesome.
So,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So Scott, if there was ever a Star Trek the musical, would you be ready to do it?
That was going to be in season 5. Oh. So we're still hoping. Probably not. Not going to happen.
So it would have been a hybrid between Glee and Star Trek Enterprise?
Glee Trek.
Glee Trek. Start right to the studios. We want Scott Bakula in Glee Trek.
And we'll put some ears on Jane Lynch.
Yeah. We'll make her Vulcan. Yeah. Okay.
So I think she would go for that too.
She would. She'll do dry humor.
She'll do anything. Yes, she's very dry. That's true.
Do we have another question on that side? Please.
I wanted to ask if you had anything funny or awesome or terrible to share about working with Porthos.
Your lovely dog.
Funny or awesome? Well, first of all, no horrible. I guess the most interesting thing about Porthos was that Porthos was a group of those kinds of dogs, and they were all named after designers. So, if I recall, Porthos' real name was Prada. And Porthos, Prada, got very famous because that's another interesting little fact that you may not have known, was in the movie Cats and Dogs, the original, and was a star. So all of a sudden, we couldn't get Prada anymore. She did the pilot, and then her price went up. And her trailer was bigger, and much better kibbles on the set. In fact, the guys with the crew were going to her kibbles rather than craft services. So she got a little bit too big for her britches. And so we got her younger sister. What was that? What was her designer name? I can't remember. But she was and this is terrible to say, but it's a dog, and so I think they won't get their feelings hurt too much. She was like the smaller, not as glossy, not as pretty version. And she was number 2. So we used her almost exclusively the rest of the time. And then there was another little smaller version. It's like they kept shrinking. And I don't think she worked very much at all. But and then she got a little heavy in like season 3 or 4. So it was like, come on now, people are paying attention. So I walked her a lot more, and so that's a long story. But the dog working with animals is an interesting experience in movies and in television because it becomes not about you anymore. It's really all about the animals and how to deal with them. And if you remember your lines, you're lucky. But she was a beautiful dog, and there's a lot of controversy about that. I don't know how you all felt about shouldn't have a dog, and that was wrong, or that was the wrong kind of dog. I mean, we had a lot of controversy. Did you guys have controversy in the beginning?
Yeah. Our biggest controversy is we had death threats at Paramount because we had put a woman in command.
Okay. There you go.
I'm serious. Even in 1995, there's people who can't believe that a woman can be in command of a starship. So,
well, just think if you had our theme song and a woman.
yeah.
We had a guy, and I don't want to make him famous, but he wore a placard in front of the studio for days, just love the show, hate the song. And it was like, I'm not kidding. He would walk back and forth. Yeah,
it's something
like that. Something like that for a week or so.